Stop the Badges Weekly Nightly News. Today is Saturday, May 2nd, 2015. And the most important story today, not the most popular story, but definitely the most important. Another drone strike in the Middle East and the, Afghanistan-Pakistan border. But we took out 2 more terrorists, good on us. Consequently, we also took out 2 hostages, an American and an Italian hostage. Now, the same basic issue underlies here as it has the entire time is, the right to human life, due process, our war crimes, our criminal killings, our drone strikes, just the complete lack of oversight, proper procedure, evidence, nothing more than an accusation, and we can kill someone. But now we're bringing it to light again because we didn't just accidentally kill an American citizen this time. It wasn't an American citizen who we thought was a jihadist, and we accused him and, pretty much took away his rights at the last second, invalidated his passport, his citizenship status, and blew him up. No, this was an American citizen, still an American citizen, as a hostage, not a terrorist, and we still didn't hesitate at all, went ahead and blew him up. It's being called a signature strike in the war on terrorism. The Obama administration, which is such a joke still to this day, is coming forth and saying that it's ridiculous to think that we could have had a due process as such we did with our Boston Marathon bomber just recently. Tried the shit out of him after, we spent days, all the manpower in the city, blowing up half the city and shooting up boats and yards and whatever, trying to find him and his brother. We finally did due process. We executed one and then due process the other, I guess. But we did due process, and it's not ridiculous to think we could do that here in a militant area, in a drone strike situation. These drones should be collecting intel, at the very most, taking out a target in the absolute most dire of circumstances. And I'm talking Osama bin Laden, hand on the button, Kim Jong-un, waiting to launch the nuke, and we can just take him out before he pushes the button and kills everybody. And we'll take the video surveillance drone footage, which we should be using anyways, to justify half of this shit, to justify the imminent threat to American lives that we need to do a drone strike on. Not to mention it was Bush's bullshit that got us to this whole, throw them in Guantanamo Bay, since they're not American citizens, and it won't be in America, then there's no problem with rights or due process or any of that. Every human being deserves due process, has the right to life. We didn't say we the people as Americans are, free and godly just, and we have the right to pursue everything everyone else does because we're Americans. We have the right to believe what we want because we're Americans. But fuck y'all. This is the most ridiculous thing I've ever heard. We should not be doing drone strikes at all. This is the 6th American we've killed. And in the past, it was a guy who accidentally got hit by a drone. Oh, no fault there. And that was when we implemented domestic drones. He got hit in Florida. We had 4 before him killed overseas. One was an American citizen just visiting his father in Yemen. The other was his father, who was a terrorist. And, of course, because he was a terrorist, and we just invalidated his passport, took away his rights, and now he's no longer an American in our eyes, and we'll just kill him anyways. And his son was visiting him, but his son chose to be there, and he probably knew, and I'm sure he was a terrorist too. And then the accident, but now we've gone ahead and said, no, you don't have to be a terrorist, we don't have to think you're a terrorist, It doesn't have to be an accident. We could just say you were in the wrong place at the wrong time. It's unfortunate that we lose both innocent and guilty lives in the war on terrorism. That is what we've been told now. And we do this because they choose to. They choose to do all this. They choose to do drone strikes endlessly. If we had intel as to where these people were being held, that would be when we cooperated with local governments and we sent in a base, a whole platoon, a whole brigade, however many people we needed. And we arrested them, and we tried them, and sent them on through the damn due process. Because we're not at war with countries here, we're at war with people, an organization, and we should try them through due process. But instead, they want to desensitize you to the drone killing and make you think, oh, just mourn the hostage. That way in the future, they now have a third avenue. They don't have to say they accidentally killed you. They don't have to say they thought you were a bad person before they killed you. They could just say they thought you were, near bad people. And, oops, shit happens. But that's all I got. Spread the word. Hopefully we don't get struck down next, because I don't know, but you never know when Al-Qaeda's hiding out in the middle of the desert, and if that's the bush that Osama's in, and they try to take him out, I'm just saying, it would suck if I was involved in that whole thing, because I know I'm not a terrorist, and I mean, they know I'm not a terrorist, and it's a complete accident. But spread the word before it starts happening to us all. It's terrible. That's all I got. Have a good day.